morning and Happy New Year. It's end of January 2023 and I'm back on the bank. First video of the new year, and it's been really cold and icy, as you well know, but we've got a little gap in the really rough weather. It's the lake has just thawed out yesterday because that was frozen. I'm back on my local Syndicate just for 24 hours, taking a Friday off work, why not? To get a cheeky 24 hours in. So it's about 8 o'clock now in the morning. Nothing set up, not even the rods up, just bucketed my swim. I'll have a little walk around the lake, have a little walk around that side, see if I can see any movement. I'm not expecting to, because time of year and how cold it's been. I'm wrapped up, but it's not particularly cold this morning. It's about 3 degrees. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little walk around, see if I can see any signs, see anything worth casting to, and have a think about what methods I'm going to use. But yeah, it's good to be back out. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, first session of 23. Let's have a look and see what we can do. Yeah, so as you see, I'm back at my Syndicate lake, still setting up. I took a little walk around the lake. It's like a mill pond. It's lovely and calm. There's not a breath of wind, so the lake's just looking really appealing, and it's a lot easier to see any movement, if any. It is still the middle of winter, so I'm not expecting a lot of movement, any boshes or anything like that, but it just makes my life a little bit easier. Got 2 rods out so far. So I got some brand new reels, so obviously buying some brand new reels, got some brand new line on there, and I haven't bedded them in yet. So the first rod, I took that into account and cast out a few times just with a 3-ounce lead, bare on the end of the line, 5 or 6 times, just casting it out and reeling it in just to bed the line in wet, and I got that rod out. Right, so let's show you. So that first rod went right over to the other side of the bank there, in that sort of opening between those 2 trees there, just shy of 22 wraps. But yeah, so that was nice. And the second rod I've put out onto that bank there, just to the right of that sort of brown dead tree touching the water. That's where I caught a fish from the last time I was here, back in September I think it was. But I forgot to bed that line in. And so after getting all the rig on, wrapping up, that one's 20 wraps, wrapping up, I then launched the thing out, and a massive bird's nest of line just went shooting through the eyes of the rod, and it plopped about halfway across the lake. And so I had to deal with that drama. So basically cut it all out and start again, and then put a lead on and bedded it in properly, and now it's gone out beautifully. So yeah, schoolboy error, brand new line, you got to bed it in first. Fun. Still, there we are. 2 rods of fishing. The third rod, I'm probably going to knock out on a solid bag to an area where I've caught fish many times before. As I say, there's no showing, there's no movement. This one I'm just going to use as a sort of a wandering rod. I might stick a solid bag just on the end of this tree here, or say 12 wraps out, 11 wraps out, sort of mid-water around there, because I've had loads of fish there last year and the year before. Just try that one out. But I'm here for 24 hours. It's about 10:30 now. Been messing around, walking around the lake, and like I said, trying to sort these new reels out. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get that third rod out, get a solid bag on it, and then get the tent up, because camp's not set up yet. Just got all my kit laid out where I've been setting everything up. Quite organised, isn't it, to be fair? But yeah, so I'm going to get the bivvy up and stick them around there. Usual sort of place. I've fished this peg many times before, so get the bivvy up there and get set up and get it all ready for what should be a pretty cold night. It says it's going down to freezing, maybe 1 degree, -1, not sure. But yeah, so I'll come back to you in a bit when I've got a little bit more to report on, or hopefully a fish, but yeah, we'll see. See you in a minute. 2023 campaign is underway. This just screamed off. There we go, first fish. Just over £11. There you go. Decent mirror, well, almost a leather, there's only a couple of scales on it. £11, lovely colours. There you go, 2023's campaign is underway. Fine guys, okay. So yeah, that was a bit of action. Yeah, come quite soon. That rod only been out about an hour or so, to be fair, hour and a half. It's about 12 o'clock noon, you know, when that fish came. £11, well, just over £11, £11.2, something like that. Wanted to weigh it because it's the first fish of the year. Normally I wouldn't weigh something that small, but no, it's good to see it worked. So I didn't show you the rigs that I'm using because I was too keen. I had too much to do really. I forgot all about it. You know, bedding in the new line, but just using a spinner rig, Ronnie rig basically, but it's called spinner rigs, the Corda version, pre-tied version, because I haven't got time today. Just wanted to use the pre-tied ones, get them out because I know they work, but I will be tying my own rigs this year a lot more. But yeah, on the RVB one, the local pop-up baits that we use here, you know, with a handful of free offerings. I walked around earlier on and got a few free offerings out there, and it seemed to have worked. But yeah, I'm really chuffed to have got a fish at lunchtime and weather like this time of year, you know, I'm chuffed. So yeah, I'm just about to have a cup of coffee and have some lunch now. It's about 1:30. I'm starving, I haven't eaten since breakfast, so yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit when something else happens. Alright, cheers. Well, good evening. It's well, I say good evening, it's getting on, it's late afternoon, but it's about 5:15, 5:30 now. It's pretty dim. Just thought I'd do a final update for today. Nothing's happened this afternoon really, apart from another angler has turned up in the peg right next to me. So where I caught that first fish from on the right, I've had to bring that in because that was technically in his water. So yeah, so I've had to move the right hand rod to directly in front of me, right on the bank. I used the new boat. I got a new boat over the Christmas period and boated that out. Yeah, so I've put that out there. It's in a good spot, a few free offerings out there with it, and hopefully we'll get something off that tonight. But I'm gonna be putting the camera away now unless I get a fish or something, because yeah, it's getting dark. And there's nothing else to film really, so yeah, fingers crossed for the night. I'm gonna have a couple of beers in the tent tonight. It's not going to be beer of the week. Little nod to Nathan Stamp Carp Fishing, cracking channel that is, absolutely brilliant. Every week every time he goes out angling, he does a beer of the week feature, so yeah, love watching that. So check out his channel, Nathan Stamp Carp Fishing. But yeah, I'm gonna have a few beers, a few Guinness I think, in the tent tonight, and then have some food and cozy up for the night, because it's starting to drop off a bit now. I've got the salopettes and 2 different hoodies on, and I'm warm, but you know, it's going to get dark, and yeah, nothing left to do but watch a bit of TV on the phone and have a few drinks and nod off. And if a fish comes along, it's a bonus. Wouldn't mind a bit of sleep tonight, but a fish early hours in the morning would be good. But hopefully that will happen, and hopefully I'll get a bit of video for the morning. Might have a chat in the tent later on, we'll see. But hello, right, just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. It's I don't know, it's about 7 o'clock, 7:30. Pitch black, freezing cold, gotta be honest, but luckily I've got a decent winter suit here. So yeah, my hands are cold, my nose is cold, but could be worse. Yeah, a couple of touches on the I think it's on the right hand side rod. Yeah, on the right rod, which is the one I moved to straight out there on a Ronnie rig, spinner rig, whatever. Yeah, a couple of touches, but yeah, nothing to speak of as such. So like I said before, just enjoying a couple of beers and just glad to be out, really. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a takeaway delivered, a Domino's delivered to the lake, which is one of the perks of fishing here. They deliver right up to literally behind the tent, which is nice. And it's just about keeping warm, really, isn't it? The guy next to me, he hasn't had any touches. You know, it is tough going in this weather, and he's just bedded in for the night, and hopefully have some action. To be honest, I could do without the action in the middle of the night, but if it comes, you know, we'll take it. But it'd be nice to save it to the early hours of the morning to get a bit of sleep, you know. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. First video of 2023. Got a fish, so it's not a blank. But see you later. Good morning, and yeah, a very quiet night. No beeps at all. Yeah, so no movement out there at all. I slept pretty well. It was cold out, but hats off to this Fox Flatliner bed. It is warm. It is by far the best bed I've ever had. It's the sleep system. The sleeping bag comes right over the top of my head, and the only part that was getting cold was anything exposed. But you know, get your head over the top, and as long as you got air coming in, it really was warm. But I was still woke up about 3:30, just to the traffic noise, I think it was, and needed a wee. I wake up at stupid o'clock every day anyway. But I got back into the sleeping bag, and I've just decided to get up now. It's about 7:30. It's overcast and grey out there, so there's not much of a sunrise, but no, it's getting light now, so that's nice. But no touches at all. But this is the sort of time I'll be hoping for a bite, 7, 8, 9 in the morning. So yeah, fingers crossed. But no, nothing in the night. Yeah, nothing to report on. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a cup of tea, some porridge, and fingers crossed for the morning. We'll see. Well, hello guys, and yeah, as it's quite obvious to see, that's the session finished. No other fish, no beeps this morning at all. No one on the lake has. It's, yeah, I think I got lucky getting that when I did, but yeah, no one's catching. It has been pretty cold, so didn't expect much. That session was more about trying out my new reels and bedding in the new line on the reels and trying out the new boat, which I did. So at least I'm up to speed with that stuff for the oncoming season. So yeah, that's that. It's just a short little video. The next ones will be a bit more in depth. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully catch you on the next one. Cheers.